The first thing that I'm using is an eyeshadow base to prevent creasing and fading of eyeshadows, and I use the Melon eyeshadow base because I really like how it evens out the skin tone of my eye. As a color base for this look, I am using MAC Paint Pot in Rubenesque, which is a golden apricot color, and I'm using a synthetic fiber brush to blend it all over my eyelid, but not in my crease. I'm going to be foiling MAC Pigments, and as a mixing medium, I'm using the Body Shop Vitamin E Face Mist, which is a moisturizing kind of toner. And the first pigment that I'm using is called Melon. So I just put a little bit of Melon pigment in the cap of my sample jar, sprayed my brush with the Vitamin E Face Mist, and then I created some kind of a paste out of the two. And I'm putting the paste in the inner corner of my eye. Using pigments wet prevents fallout altogether, and it also makes the pigments appear more shimmery and vibrant, which I like. The next color that I'm using, and I'm applying it using the exact same method that I described a moment earlier, is called Apricot Pink. I just learned the other day that this is a discontinued pigment, but it's not that unique. It's just a very warm, dark rose color. So I'm concentrating on putting an even layer of product just on the very center of my lid. And where the two colors meet, I kind of lightly brush over the line of demarcation between the two colors to kind of blend them together. So they kind of seamlessly blend into each other. I prefer actually going little by little and then putting a lot of the product on and then trying to blend it out nicely, because that just gives me more precision, and it's just my personal preference to do it this way. On my outer corner, I am using a pigment called Tan, which is a really pretty kind of warm medium brown with a lot of shimmer to it. It's a really nice and universal pigment. I like it a lot, and I think it nicely complements the other colors that I use on the rest of my lid. And I'm putting that in the outer corner of my eye. And creating this kind of very sharp triangular shape was not intentional. It was totally unintentional, and I'm going to have to fix that in a moment. So you want to actually create kind of a rounded shape there, and yeah, I did not succeed in that, so I'm just kind of going to have to clean that up a bit. And just using my finger to tug on my eyelid, which is actually bad, and to actually kind of erase the triangular shape. But I'm focusing on putting the pigment on the outer corner of my eye. Before I do any blending, I'm actually applying my highlight color, which is MAC Pigments in Naked. A really, really pretty kind of very natural color. It's kind of like an ivory color with this little subtle gold sheen to it. So I'm using a flat shader brush to apply that all over my brow bone, in my crease pretty much, and just all around the other colors that I put on. And I'm also using it to clean out the side of my eye to give the tan pigment more of a round. Next, I'm using a blending brush. This is a MAC 222 to just make sure that the colors seamlessly blend into each other, and there is no line of demarcation between particular colors. Next, I'm using Melon pigment, so the one that I've got in my inner corner, dry, because I want it to be kind of an apricot color more than any other color. So I'm just using the Melon pigment dry, and I'm putting it all through my crease, from the inner corner to the outer corner. And this is a really nice brush for this purpose, because you can get a really nice kind of airbrush effect. Now I'm actually going back to my tan pigment and applying a little bit more of it just in the outer corner. At this point, I am reapplying the Apricot Pink color, which once again vibrant. And finally, I'm also reapplying the pigment that I have in my inner corner. And then I'm going once again back to my highlight color to clean up the line of the Melon pigments that I have in my crease and slightly above it. So there's kind of a nice transition of colors. For liner, I'm using Clinique Brush on Cream Liner in deep brown, and I'm making the line thin in the inner corner and a bit thicker in the outer corner. If you're in the market for a cream liner, I really highly recommend this product. It's a really nice product. It's pigmented, it stays perfectly until you decide to take it off. It doesn't smear, it doesn't smudge. Yeah, it's a product overall. So I'm just working on getting a very even line and making it slightly thicker at the outside. To kind of tie the look together, I am using tan pigment again, the one that I've got in my outer corner, mixed with a little bit of the Body Shop Vitamin E Face Mist, and I'm going over the liner. For mascara, I am using Clinique High Impact Mascara, which I don't really recommend because it's wonderful for the first weeks that you use it, but after that, at least in my case, it starts to really clump lashes together and you kind of look spidery, which I really despise. For my lower lash line, I'm starting with a khaki green eyeliner pencil. Then I'm following that up with MAC Pigments in Golden Olive Oil with Vitamin E Face Mist all over my lower lash line. For blush, I'm using the Body Shop Shimmer Waves in Bronze, which coincidentally happen to have all the colors that you need to create the eye look, besides the khaki green color that is. But all of the eyeshadows that I have on my upper lid could be, the whole look could be recreated with the Body Shop Shimmer Waves in Bronze. And I actually swirled my dual fiber brush over all of the color strips in the Shimmer Waves, and I'm applying that first to the apples of my cheeks, and I'm stippling it on with the dual fiber brush, and then I blend it towards my temples. And yes, making this really silly face helps a lot to locate my cheekbones and follow a natural line. On my lips, I'm using Clinique Flammable Lip Gloss. This is in their full potential formula, so it's a plumping and shine enhancing lip gloss. And this particular color is kind of a warm, copperish brown color with a gold sheen to it. It's really pretty. And I'm applying it just using the liquid applicator and the lip gloss all over my lips. And this is actually the completed look.